My name is Keiko, and I'm 29 years old. I'm a manga artist by profession. I currently live at my parents' house with my mother and our second son, Minato, my brother, who is 1 year older than me. My father has been in poor health for about a year and is still hospitalized. My eldest brother, Masato, who is 2 years older than me, just got married recently and moved out of my parents' house. And by the way, Dad was able to attend the wedding ceremony despite his condition. Such is my brother Masato. And today, he and his wife Emery are coming to my parents' house. I haven't seen him since his wedding, actually.
That was 3 months ago. That's why we're going to splurge a little today.
Hey now, have you forgotten that I'm gonna pay for all of that?
My brother Minato won the CEO's award for sales at his workplace and got a specially large bonus. He was going to use some of the money to treat us to sushi, but my mom suggested that we invite Masato and his wife, so the number of people increased.
That's right. Thanks, Minato.
Well, I guess it's fine if we can have a nice meal together as a family.
I skipped lunch, you know. I want to eat a lot tonight, after all.
Excuse me, you're already a big eater. Don't go overboard on this occasion, please.
Wow, food paid for by other people's money tastes so good.
Mom, did you order it already?
Yup. The sushi will arrive around the time Masato arrives too.
As we were talking and laughing and such, Masato and his wife arrived.
I'm home.
Don't mind if I do.
Welcome, welcome. You must be tired. Come on inside.
Thank you very much. Emery is 1 year older than me, but she is very pretty. I think she puts a lot of effort into beauty, for her clothes are fashionable, and even the bag she's carrying is from a super high-end brand called Monir. Wow, that looks very expensive. I wonder if Masato bought it for her. Masato is a programmer who works at a prestigious IT company. He's not super rich, but I think he makes a decent living for himself. I don't know the details though.
I think the sushi will be arriving soon. Oh wait, speak of the devil.
Oh, let me help you, Mrs. Arata. The doorbell rang and my mother went to get the sushi. Miss Emery followed my mother to the front door. While she was dressed rather flashy today, she looked somewhat a little old-fashioned, for she behaved like an ideal wife should.
What an amazing wife she is. Unlike some people.
Hey, why are you looking at me?
Oh, nothing. I just noticed you didn't offer to help out is all. You know that if you don't do that, bro, you'll get bullied for your money.
It's arrived, and it looks so delicious.
Wow, this is super luxurious. A lot of sushi was presented on a big round plate.
Yeah, we ordered especially expensive sushi from a high-class restaurant that we would never normally order. If you run out, we can add more. So, Emery, dear, eat as much as you want.
Thank you.
All my yukichis are flying away.
Well then, dig in, everyone. Bon appetit. Me being so hungry, I began stuffing my mouth with sushi one after another. The tuna, the salmon, and everything else is just so delicious.
Hey, eat a little slower. There won't be any for me at this rate.
First come, first serve.
Come now, we can have more after this. Masato, you pay for the next round.
Miss Emery also ate sushi one after another ceaselessly. But wait a minute, is she eating a little faster than me? She was eating elegantly, so it looked like normal speed. But my eyes can't be fooled. The sushi I was looking forward to!
Emery, are you eating well?
She's eating like a wolf, Mom. Come on.
Is Keiko eating too much?
No, on the freaking contrary, I'm the one who's been stolen from. Masato, dear, you should change the lenses in your glasses.
Well, women who eat small portions are definitely more elegant.
That's just for your damn convenience. It's okay, guys. I'm enjoying myself. Keiko, dear, take what you like first, okay? It's already in your stomach. This damn woman is what I thought. But maybe Miss Emery's natural eating speed is just fast to begin with. I'd met her a few times in the past, but I'd never been to an occasion where we ate together like this.
By the way, I went to visit Dad the other day, and he asked me to organize the things in his antique room.
Wait, what? Is Dad's condition that bad? For a moment, I thought he was telling us to organize his belongings, but that wasn't the case.
No, his condition hasn't changed, but he'll still need medical expenses, right? So he asked me to sell the antiques to make some extra money.
Antiques?
Oh, I thought I told you, Emiri. Our dad loves antiques and he's always collected them.
Old vases, plates, scrolls, and other things densely populate a specific room in the house. To be honest, I don't know what they're worth, but he has a collection of all kinds of things.
Come now, I don't think his antiques aren't worth that much anymore.
Really?
Probably not. To me, they just look like the vases you see at a $100 shop.
That's suspicious.
Well, he's just doing it as a hobby now, so it's fine.
But just like Dad said, they might very well be worth a lot. Anyway, he said that we should sell anything that can be sold.
But there are just so many antiques in his collections, so it seems like it will be hard to sell them all. If you want, ma'am, I can help everyone tomorrow.
What? Oh, come now. I can't let you do that. All for his junk and whatnot.
No, please. I insist. We'll be staying the night, after all, and we haven't decided what to do tomorrow. Right, Masato?
Well, if you're okay with that, that would be great.
Well, let's do that then. Minato looked at me intently. I guessed he was wondering if Master Manga would help as well. But I'll help too, of course.
That's good. I have to go out tomorrow on business anyway.
That's not fair.
Can't be helped though, right? It was decided suddenly, after all. I'll help again when I have some free time.
After that, we finished eating sushi while talking about various things, such as Miss Emery herself in Minato's company. I was washing and cleaning up the glasses that had tea and dirty soy sauce dishes, among other things. Ew, I'm full. Minato said that because he paid for the sushi, I'll have to clean up everything afterwards, and forced me to clean up. It's fine to do housework, but if you force me to do it, I lose so much motivation. Keiko, dear, let me help you. Ah, Miss Emery. I'm fine. This was a delivery after all. There's not much to wash. Please, I insist. I also wanted to have a long talk with you, darling. Thank you, ma'am. Miss Emery stood next to me. Her perfume's a bit too strong for my taste, and even if you did line up beside me, there's nothing to help me with. The sink isn't that big either. Thank you for coming to our wedding the other day. Oh, no worries. It was very nice. And about the congratulatory gift you provided. It was like an advance payment, right? Excuse me? What? Is that everything? Yes, ma'am. What the hell? A low growl escaped her throat, and it was a sound I couldn't accept come from such an elegant woman. Who the hell? You're a manga artist, are you not? I am. What does that have to do with anything? A manga artist provides 100,000 yen! Yes, I thought it was a conventional amount. I heard from my brothers that even 50,000 yen was normal, and I think I was quite generous on this occasion. There's no way! You receive so many royalties in your manga, and you only provide 100,000 yen? Could you not be so stingy? I don't make that much, ma'am. I don't know if I should say it's in lieu of the congratulatory gifts, but I did the illustrations for the welcome board, the seating chart, and all that stuff. The illustrations of the bride and groom that were placed at the reception desk of the ceremony hall, the design of the seating chart for the wedding ceremony, and everything else involving art I did for no charge. Of course, I gladly accepted the job for Masato's wedding, so I didn't intend to ask for a fee. But you're being so demanding for more of a gift and claiming I'm stingy. I'd want a fee, to be honest. You're a manga artist, and you can make something measly like that in an hour, right? Of course I can't make it in an hour. And that's something you should never, ever say to an artist. You have no idea how huge the firestorm thereafter can be. I'm sorry it's so little, but I can't give you any more. Do you know how much money we spent on the wedding? Who cares about that? Did I ever ask you to spend money on the wedding? Huh! Enough already. Well, I expect you out of this house within a year. Huh? But why? Because we're going to live here. We want to move out before the penthouse contract renews, and it's only natural that we live in the eldest son's house, right? Oh, so that's why you're being so nice to Mom. I won't give you my damn house. Anyway, you get it, don't you? If you don't like it, add to your congratulations. And then Miss Emery left the kitchen. What? Wait a minute. Is that the kind of person Miss Emery is? I was so upset that I almost let the plate I was holding slip out of my hand. Oops. Whoa there. That was dangerous. I'm positive Masato doesn't know. I want to tell him right away, but they are newlyweds after all. I'll talk to Minato about it when he returns home tomorrow. I slept the night away feeling uneasy and woke up in a gloomy mood. In the morning, the sorting through my dad's old belongings, the junk, had started.
Wow, that's quite a lot.
I had no idea his collections had grown so much. I used to go in there a lot when I was little, but since I became an adult, I rarely went into that room anymore. The antiques have grown several times larger in number compared to a decade or two ago.
Thanks, guys, for all the help. It's pretty dusty in here, too, so let's put all this stuff out in the garden. The old books can be on the left side of the garden, the antiques can be in the middle, and the things we don't know per se can be on the right.
Wow, these are really old books. Books from the Heian period?
No, if there were things from that era, they would be national treasures.
I guess that's true. But doesn't it look like it would be very valuable? I saw her true colors yesterday, so I'm annoyed when Miss Emery looks like she's pretending to be something else.
Is this armor?
Wow, that's amazing. I like history. Can you show me a better look?
What? But you seem pretty bored with all the historical dramas I watch.
Oh, yeah, well, those are just dramas, you know. I like realistic stories and history.
Is that so?
There are things you don't know even after you become a married couple. I only found out that your father loved antiques after we got married.
Wait, really?
Yeah, antiques cost a lot of money, don't they? He hid it from me because he didn't want to cause any trouble before we got married. He had some debts at the time, too. It wasn't a huge amount, though. I made him sell some of his antiques to pay it off.
What? How much did it amount to? Miss Emery asked quite eagerly. I guess she loves money after all. Well, come to think of it, she likes high-end brands after all.
It was 1 million yen. His debt was only 300,000 yen, but...
1 million yen! I'm sure we can expect something this time too, then.
And by the way, the number of items we took to the antique shop was exactly 100. And 2 of them were sold for a high price, totaling 1 million yen. The remaining 98 was just junk.
I see.
It's going to be hard to find a treasure in this, then.
I don't think we can trust that selling all of these can make enough money to pay for his medical expenses.
We rummaged through everything in the room, getting plastered with dust in the process. What is this raccoon figurine? Another antique? Most likely. This is an old book. Stories of Ghost? Oh, this illustration might be an interesting style. I'll use it as material for my manga. I should take some pictures. It may be junk though, but as a manga artist, this room could be a potential goldmine of valuable materials. And the morning cleaning finished after a few hours.
Phew. That's a break for now. Let's continue tomorrow. Thank you, Emery.
What? I can still do some work, ma'am.
Thank you, but let's call it a day for now.
Are we leaving all of this out?
Why not? The weather tomorrow isn't too bad, but maybe covering it with a plastic sheet should suffice.
Saying this, Mom covered the garden with a blue plastic sheet. The garden was enclosed and couldn't be seen from outside, but she had covered everything up just in case.
Oh, I know. I'll treat you to lunch as a thank you. There's a delicious Italian restaurant within walking distance. Emery? Oh, perhaps you don't like Italian food?
Oh, no, ma'am. Thank you so much. I didn't think anything of it at the time, but I would later find out that Emery had been drawing up a plan at this point. We arrived at the Italian restaurant about 10 minutes away. Oh, no, I left my smartphone at home.
Is that so? I don't think it was in the garden, though.
There were so many items that I overlooked it, but it should be in the garden.
Good. Shouldn't be too hard to find if it's in the garden. Let's look for it later.
Oh, no. Actually, I might get a call from work today, so I want to keep it on me without leaving anywhere, just in case. I'll be back in a bit.
What? Right now?
Yes, Mrs. Arata. Is it okay if I order later?
No, I don't have a problem with that.
Oh, thank you very much. See you soon. And then Miss Emery hurriedly returned home.
Even the reliable Emery forgets things, huh?
Yeah, I guess. I'm a little surprised. This is the first time something like this has happened.
It must be tough to get calls on a day off. What job does she do again?
She's in administrative work at a manufacturing company. They've never called her on a day off before, either.
That's suspicious. Since the day before, I've been wondering if there was something fishy about Miss Emery's behavior. I think I should follow her.
Yes, well, let's order first. Oh, this limited edition carbonara looks great. There's 3 times the usual amount of cheese and 4 different types.
Wait, really? Then I'll have the mega portion of that. As a self-proclaimed food fighter, Keiko can't stand the feeling of an empty stomach. I tragically put off following her for a moment. I guess it's not good to be too suspicious, though. I forget things a lot, too. 10 minutes later, Masato got a call on his phone.
Oh, it's from Emiri.
Oh, good. I'm glad she found your phone safe and sound.
Wait, what? She's going home first?
Oh, did she have to work too?
Yeah, it seems so. She said she'd be home around evening.
I was so stupid to prioritize the carbonara.
Is that so? What about you, Masato? You were planning to go out with her after this, right?
Yeah, but I guess I'll head home when Emiri gets home. I'll relax at your place until then.
I wanted to hurry home at that point, but the delicious, extra-large serving of carbonara had arrived. I can't go home like this, can I? As such, I thought her behavior was quite suspicious, but I was not going to leave without eating the carbonara right in front of me. An hour later, we finished our meal and went home.
Wow, that was delicious.
What happened?
The plastic sheet is in a different shape than it was.
Yeah, probably because Emiri was looking for her phone.
I flipped the plastic sheet over just to be sure. Huh? I think there's something missing.
Missing?
Yeah. There were a few books and a few boxes of plates right here. An amount of stuff that one woman could carry in a bag was missing from the pile.
Now that you mention it, it does seem like there are fewer things. But maybe it just looks that way because Emery moves stuff around.
Oh, that's right. I took some pictures. I looked for the ghost books and antiques I had photographed as references for my manga, but some of them are gone. I knew they were gone.
What? Could a thief have taken something?
But this garden can't be seen from the outside, and it's hard to imagine a thief coming in at the right time.
So that means the thief must be someone who knows what's in this garden, right?
Emery?
No way! Why would she do something like that?
While we were talking, Minato came home.
Huh? What are you all doing in the garden?
Minato?
Oh, right, the antiques. How much were they worth?
No, we haven't sold any yet.
Masato, if you're trying to steal them away, I won't let you do that.
Bro, again, we haven't sold anything yet.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. That can't be. I just saw Emiri go into the antique shop after all.
Emiri did what?
I knew it.
Wait, what? What's going on?
Masato explained the situation, and I revealed what Miss Emery had told me the day before.
Wait, is that true?
Ah, shit. So she is the culprit.
I'm so disappointed to hear Emery was that kind of person.
I'm so sorry, guys, but why does she want that much money?
Now, we'll have to ask her directly, won't we? Anyway, let's go to the antique shop. It'll take some time to appraise it, and she's most likely still around there.
I asked Mom to stay home while we, the intrepid siblings of 3, headed for the antique shop.
She's not here now.
Were we too late? We looked around and saw something. Yo! Isn't that Emery coming out from that Monier shop?
It is! Siblings assemble! Emiri!
Masato! And you two as well!
What's going on here? You're not going to work?
I'm done with work, so I was going shopping.
I see. Well, come with us for a bit.
And we headed back to the antique shop.
Come in, come in. Thanks for earlier, miss.
Shit!
What's going on?
Ha! Since you went into a Monier shop, they were probably sold for a high price, weren't they? But they weren't that expensive. Were you looking for something in particular today?
Oh, she confessed.
10,000 yen.
Mr. Owner, what did this lady sell you today?
Here they are, my dears. A few old books, a vase, a plate in a wooden box, and a watch.
How much was it worth?
10,000 yen.
10,000 yen?
We thought the price would be high because she just walked out of a brand store. But when the intrepid siblings of 3 heard it was a mere 10,000 yen, we could only react weakly. We went home, dragging Emery with us, and told Mom everything. She was shocked.
So, why did you sell it without asking us?
It's fine, isn't it? I'll give you back if it's 10,000 yen.
That's not the issue. Why were you selling those things?
Because we didn't get much money from this house as a congratulatory gifts. Your younger sister is a manga artist, but she only coughed up 100,000 yen. Well, your younger brother paid a little more than her, but it was still frickin' crumbs, considering the fact he worked for a foreign trading company. It's okay to ask for a little more, isn't it?
No, it's not. The gifts were enough.
In what way? It was lacking.
In what way? What exactly do you lack money for? You're living a sufficient life, aren't you?
There's something that I have to repay.
Repay? You don't mean debts?
Seemed like Masato doesn't seem to know either.
If that's the case, you should have consulted me. What are the debts?
There are a few things. Like Dad going to debt for his antique collection, maybe?
If you can't talk about it here, I won't shoulder it for you.
Wait, you'll shoulder it for me? Well then, you should have told me earlier, silly. When I was young, I bought a lot of brand name items, and now I have to pay interest, you see. It's piling up quite a bit, and I have to pay back the wives of the people I had affairs with. Oh, this was when I was younger, and I never did this stuff when I was dating you, darling. She thought she'd shoulder the burden for her, and Emery confessed happily, holding nothing back. If it were me, I'd take these embarrassing stories to my grave no matter what, but...
I can't.
Huh? You don't have to pay for it all, honey.
No, I can't live with you anymore.
Hey, come now, we're a married couple, so please cooperate. Even your father was hiding the fact from his wife that he had collections of antiques.
Could you not put yourself in the same category as my husband? Takeshi would never do anything illegal like you have.
Never in a million years!
First of all, stealing things from someone's house and selling them is a crime, you know?
I'm going home today.
Wait a second. I apologize for having debts, but there are so many antiques here. Are you really going home without them? Maybe I could repay all my debts. It's useless to put the money into your father because we don't know if he'll get better with treatment. How dare you, you frickin' ugly bitch! I feel sorry for Masato.
You better stay the frick away from my brother, lady!
Oh, what the? We're all family now, so it's fine if we cooperate with each other, right? I'm your sister-in-law, for God's sake. Yeah, you're my sister-in-law, see? So what? Once Masato divorces you, you'll be complete strangers. I don't care what happens.
I'm sorry for everything. I'll contact you again.
And then Masato forcibly took Miss Emery home. If I hadn't had the mega portion of carbonara, I could have saved the 10,000 yen.
Were you being greedy again?
Yes, sir. Later on, Masato got divorced, and in the end, Emery's parents gave us back the 10,000 yen. Now, to pay off her debts, she is working around the clock, delivering newspapers early in the morning, doing her regular office job, and working in the nightlife industry. She sold all the high-end brand items she owned, and it seems like her glamorous life is over. And by the way, seems like she was having an affair once again. I only found out about this when the wife of the man sued her, but Masato and the women also demanded alimony from her. I'm thinking of making a joke about a lying woman chasing after worthless antiques in the next monster manga I'm drawing. But that'll be our little secret. Hello, I'm here to sell.
Ah, thank you, dear.
I took out the paper bag I was holding in both hands.
This raccoon has a worth of more than 10 million yen.
What? My father's antiques, which we'd come to sell over several days, were worth a total of 10.5 million yen. Most of them were junk except for the raccoon statue. But thanks to that, my father was able to concentrate on the most advanced treatment and was able to leave the hospital healthy once again. I'm so glad Emery didn't steal the raccoon. Even if it looked like junk, we shouldn't leave anything unattended in the garden. And that's what we thought as a result of this story.